Well, now turning to news out of the Capitol, President Donald Trump is derailing a bipartisan congressional win aimed at making housing more affordable. Alice Barr has the latest as the president tries to force Republicans to get behind an election overhaul bill that requires proof of citizenship.
Overnight, the kickoff to the Great American State Fair, a two-week celebration on the National Mall for the nation's 250th anniversary that President Trump began by touting his policies.
We have the largest economy on earth. We have the strongest military on earth.
A military band performed after several musicians canceled over concerns the event would be politicized. That followed a Capitol Hill clash when President Trump abruptly canceled signing a bipartisan bill to make housing more affordable by restricting big investors and loosening building regulations. The president pressuring Republicans to pass the SAVE Act first, an election overhaul that requires voter ID.
What he said is that the Save America Act is exponentially more important than the housing bill.
Republicans balking at blowing up the filibuster to pass it, as Democrats argue the bill puts too many restrictions on voting.
Republicans would rather make it harder to vote than easier to live in an affordable way.
President Trump made the case for his priorities in a private meeting with Senate Republicans, where Louisiana Republican Bill Cassidy, who just lost his primary to a Trump-backed challenger, acknowledged a confrontation with the president over the Iran war.
I'm not going to be bullied when I'm trying to get answers for the American people.
Senator Cassidy later got a White House briefing and then voted against a largely symbolic resolution to curb President Trump's war powers in Iran that failed in the Senate, one day after a similar measure passed with Cassidy's backing. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.